Whew. What's going on? What's going on? I gotta stop shaking this stupid thing. Wait for some people to come in. I'm gonna get everything set up. I saw. I know Pate just left a message and just bad, just terrible. I mean, I don't know how you revert back to mid-season form when you're looking this bad again. It's not just because it's Vanderbilt. It's just because it's just bad. Let's get all this. Oh, Blake. Yeah, what's up, Alex? Yeah, it's pathetic. I'm just gonna call it like it is. Pathetic performance, all around, all around. To be honest with you, special teams is special in a different way. They're not so special. It's bad. It's bad. You know, Jason Marshall. I don't know, why a cornerback is out there. I thought it was Xavier Henderson at first, but I knew it wasn't. But I mean, you got a corner out there trying to field punts and he can't catch. I mean, your receivers can't catch anyways. Your receivers are awful in the first half. They can't catch. Richardson, I guess his legs don't work anymore, so he's not running. I don't know what's up with that. I'm confused. I'm confused about the play calling. 3rd and 8, you just run it right up the middle. I mean, just the simple stuff that you expect a high school coach would do. Just run it up the middle on 3rd and 8. But Billy Napier's over there mad on the sideline. You should be mad at yourself, dum, like doing dumb stuff like that. Like, I mean, come on. I don't know if the game plan is to not use Richardson's legs. I would like to know that because it's bad. Like, it's dumb. Like, I mean, my wife does not know much about football, and she understands what Richardson can do best because she watches football. She watches me yell at him all the time. And it's like, why isn't he running? I was like, I don't know. Oh, goodness. I'm over here knocking stuff off. I'm so mad. I just want to break everything. Nah, the team ain't working for me to lose money. But no, it's bad right now in the first half. I'm hoping Florida can recorrect it, but shit performance, to be honest with you. So I mean, you can go over the stats. The stats are going to look terrible. We can dive into the stats real quick. Anthony Richardson's 9 of 14, 120 yards. He's accurate. I don't see really nothing special. I mean, I don't know. I'm at a loss of words. I just don't understand how there's 0 rushing attempts for Anthony Richardson. I don't understand how we got 12 carries for 17 yards. You're doing, dumb penalties. People can talk about, the late hit out of bounds on the previous drive before the last drive. Guy should have been called for late hit because he barely hit him out of bounds. Listen, Florida Gator guy got barely enough of the quarterback's face mask, and I mean, it was called. They saw that right away. I don't know how your eyes can see that, but I mean, the refs wise, I'm not really gonna say. I mean, it's Florida just shooting herself in the foot. It's Florida's fault. I mean, all this is Florida's fault. I mean, you got simple people on special teams that are dumb. Luckily, on whenever was the ETN returned the kickoff back, Vanderbilt was offsides. Stop returning kickoffs. Just stop. Stop. It doesn't work. Stop. Just stop it. And on punts, you're taught when you put your feet at the 10-yard line. You don't go backwards. And you got a guy trying to do it over the catch. Like, it's just dumb stuff. Like, dumb. This guy's supposed to be a 5-star player. With a 1-star mind. That's about what he is because, I mean, his GPA's got to be low with that kind of thinking. But, I mean, just a bunch of dumb players doing dumb mistakes. Just offensive linemen hitting players when the play's over by 3 seconds. It's just dumb stuff. It's just dumb. Like, Florida is Can't blame it on the refs. Vanderbilt's really not doing anything special, in my opinion. Florida's just killing theirself. Like, Florida's beating theirself in this game. 14-6 is the best outcome for Vanderbilt that they could have had. I mean, because you got dumb players making dumb mistakes for Florida right now. And, I mean, in the coaching, I mean, Billy Napier doing dumb stuff on the offensive side. I mean, it just is, I don't know if the game plan is to not run Richardson. I want to know, like, why does Richardson not have a carry? The best thing that he can do, and we're not going to give him one carry, or he's not going to run it. I don't get it. Like, I know I don't get paid $40 million or whatever Billy Napier makes, but that has got to be a $40 million question. How does the guy with his best attribute not have one carry? I don't get it. It will never make sense to me. And Richardson looks fine. He's not hurt. I don't know why he's not running. There's been I saw plenty of times where he could have just pulled it on an option, and he had probably an easy touchdown. I just don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand if it's not a read, if it's just an inside zone, or if it's not a read option. I don't know. At some point, Richardson's got to take over the game and say, hey, this is why I'm a first round pick. He's not taking the game. He's not taking that ball and saying, I'm just going to do something with it because nobody else can. So, the run game has been atrocious, not very good. Montrell Johnson's popped a couple runs, but not much running room. Vanderbilt's done really well in the run game with the running backs. Let's see. Mike White, for the quarterback for Vanderbilt, hasn't done anything special. It's just, 3 of 7 for 30 yards for one touchdown. How did Vandy score that last touchdown? Because Florida is dumb. Because Florida has guys who can't catch the freaking ball. They can't do one simple thing and catch the ball. It was a muff punt by Jason Marshall, 5-star player, and he just muffs it. I don't know. We bounce back. We'll see. We will see, man. I don't know. Florida gets the ball to start the second half unless they start running. Unless they start running with Anthony Richardson, they're not going to win. You have to use your best attribute on offense. It is Anthony Richardson's legs. Whenever he runs, he is special. Vanderbilt does not see that as a threat. So Vanderbilt is playing up on these receivers. So these receivers are not the greatest in the world. So Anthony Richardson's got to make that defense fear him with his legs. He's got to do it. And I'm hoping in the second half they do that. I believe they'll be fired up. Man, they can't. They're getting embarrassed right now. This is embarrassing. So, it's an embarrassing performance. It's not like Vanderbilt's been decent a little bit this year. Listen, Vanderbilt just got a victory over Kentucky. They're at home. Their fans are juiced right now. But, some of the play calling is just atrocious to me. It's just bad in my opinion. So, it's reverting back to those mid-season play calling. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? So, to me, that's been aggravating. Defense has played well. They gave up one touchdown. And it happens. They finally gave up after 8 quarters. So defense, they did get a turnover. This game could be a little bit more. Florida did force a turnover on a 4th down. Ventrell Miller got a forced fumble. So I agree, Tommy. Napier is terrible at clock management. He has, and that can be corrected. That one doesn't, you can always learn on that. So did Torrance ever come back in? I haven't seen him. Kamari Wilson made a huge play. I thought he had a pick 6, but Kamari Wilson has been playing better and better each week. If you want to talk about some positives, there's a positive in my opinion. Now, this game could be even a little more out of reach. Vanderbilt's quarterback, which I guess it was on the muff punt, so they still got the touchdown. But Vanderbilt had a wide open streaking receiver in the middle of the field that I don't think there was a Florida Gator within 20 yards. So, it's bad right now, and hopefully Florida can do something better offensively in the second half. they can't be no worse, offensively. So, two field goals. That's all you got. Two field goals on this offense. It's Vanderbilt. Yeah, all you got is two field goals. It's bad. It's embarrassing, boy. I mean, it is. But again, it can all be corrected. All this can be gone away if you come out in the second half and you just perform the way the Florida Gators on offense can. All this will be washed away. Everybody will forget about it. I bet Florida minus 14. I mean, they can still get it because they got. I said they got an explosive offense, but they're missing a lot of receivers. So, bro, what is happening? What's up, High Top Sports? I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand how, again, Anthony Richardson has no carries. How the Florida Gators running attack has like 1.4 yards per carry. Oh, High Top, I know you're probably going insane over this too. It's like it's Vanderbilt. I get they just beat Kentucky, but it's Vanderbilt of all teams. So, play calling, offensive design, same problem we've had all year, man. I mean, fishing football, you're absolutely right. But it was like it was getting better the past couple of weeks. I saw that, the offense, okay, it's getting better and better. And then all of a sudden we go back to this generic offense that doesn't look explosive. It's like, you got guys that are a lot of these receivers that haven't been playing all year long. AR needs to strike fear in the Vanderbilt defense with his legs. He's got to do it. I get he's probably trying to prove to people that he can throw the ball. And he's actually proved that today. His receivers are just dropping them. But he's got to give that Vanderbilt defense fear. He's got to strike fear into that defense. And once he does that, that Vanderbilt defense is going to start focusing on him, and a lot of those receivers' routes, and a lot of those receivers will have a lot more cushion when it comes to because right now these receivers are getting locked up. There's tight windows he's trying to throw into. So, yeah, but man, I don't know. I mean, the running attack has got to get going. I mean, it's got to start with Richardson. That Richardson leads it because it starts giving the running back lanes for the other running backs more room. And without that right now, Vanderbilt's like, we're just going to clog up the middle. We're not even going to worry about Richardson because he's not running it. So, with Vanderbilt, you got to give them credit on the run game. They have done a tremendous job. And with Florida not really having a go-to receiver other than Pearsall, they're just locking up the receivers right now. So, man, it's very aggravating watching it. Defensively, they've done a good job. I was hoping Kamari Wilson get that pick six. As soon as I saw that throw, I saw him jump it. I really thought it was a pick. I really thought it was a pick six. Let's see. Daniel Rivera, what's up? Let's see. Blake, remember when you said Tennessee beating UGA? Say sorry and say UGA is winning back-to-back natties. I won't. Don't respect Georgia. I don't know why. Don't like them. Oh, man. Is Vanderbilt getting better or are we getting worse? I mean, Vanderbilt, they're coming up with, they just beat Kentucky. I was worried about them coming into the game. What causes me concern is this Florida killing themselves. It's not Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has 30 yards of passing offense. They're up 14-6. Okay, their running attack. They're getting the edges. They are actually running the ball very well. They have over 120 yards or 112 yards, 4.9 yard per carry average. So they're running the ball. They're not doing really much in the passing game. So as long as the defense can come up with stops, they've gotten a turnover here. They forced one turnover, but Florida's offense has got to get going. Florida's offense got to get going. I get the refs. They missed the personal foul. It should have been out of bounds. I get the face mask was a little face mask. I don't get how you see that. You see a face mask barely gets him, but you don't see a guy 3 yards out of bounds. I don't get it. I'm not saying the refs are the excuse. Florida is the excuse right now. Florida is the reason that they're losing right now. It's not the refs. It's not. The refs made the right call on the face mask. It's just, wow, they have good eyesight on that. but you're not going to call a guy out of bounds. And even though an announcer said it too, I was like, I said, I mean, that was, but would it have led? I mean, Florida still got 3 on that drive, so would it have led to a touchdown? I don't think so because the play calling is not the greatest right now. 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8, we're going to run it right up the middle. It just, I don't get it. I don't, right through the teeth of a defense that's been stopping you, you're going to run it right through them. I mean, if you look back, though, the biggest play was Montrell Johnson. He had like a 28-yard carry. But again, it's just simple things that this team cannot do. They can't even line up properly. And that goes back to a lot of these guys not being on the field. Ty Bowman should have been up on the line. Illegal formation. They didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage. Montrell Johnson's big gain that would have been 1st and goal gets pushed all the way back. So, Florida has shot themselves in the foot numerous times. Can't blame this on refs. I'm not blaming this on refs. I blame this on the execution of the Florida Gators, especially offensively. I mean, when you can't even just do the simple things, you can't even line up right, that's bad. That could have been a touchdown, but you only got 3 because of the simple things. And it's just a lot of these guys just haven't had a lot of play time. I mean, some of these guys have only had like 2-3 catches on the year. Dejon Reynolds out here. I mean, how many times have you heard his name? Ty Bowman, which I like. I like him. He was a no-star, like a 2-3-star transfer from JUCO. I really like him because he's really quick. He's a really good slot receiver, but he hasn't been on the field very much. So, I mean, Florida offensively's got to do something. And we're going to find out if they make corrections. Hey, listen, defensively, they've made them corrections at halftime. Now, can the offense do it? Ken Richardson, there's no juice. There's no juice to him right now. Where's that excitement? Where's the baton? Come on. Like, where is that? I want to see it. Like, I'm ready for it, And it's, I don't know. The first half just got me annoyed the entire time. And I'm hoping the second half they correct it. What y'all think in the comments? What do y'all tell me? What do y'all think? D is doing okay, but O is like losing. And someone said it before, and I totally get it. Dude, this Florida team is incapable of playing a complete game. And you're going to have to play a complete game next week on a Friday, okay? Florida plays Florida State, hostile environment in Tallahassee. They're going to have to play a complete game. They can't do these mess-ups on special teams. They can't have these, 11 carries for 17 yards on the ground right now in the first half. They're going to lose. They are going to lose with these numbers. They're going to lose before the halftime. Okay? They do look unmotivated. They have got to find it within themselves to get through this game because right now you're at least have a shot to go 4-4 in the SEC. Second half is on. Okay. Well, I'm going to get off here. Everyone, I'm going to say enjoy the game, but there's got to be something. Florida's got to take advantage of their best attribute, Anthony Richardson's legs. I'll be back at post game. If they stick with this same game plan in the first half, you're going to see me go berserk. I hope not. I freaking hope Billy Napier has changed up his offensive play calling and his what they call it, the game changer stuff. Well, they need to change the whole game because that game plan in the first half sucked. So let's go. I'm hoping the Florida Gators get Anthony Richardson moving, get some juice, somebody needs to be motivated on this freaking team. All right, see y'all at the end of the game. Go Gators. Oh, I hope they can pull it out.